2 Chronicles chapter 25. Amaziah's good start. Amaziah was 25 years old when he became king, and he reigned 29 years in Jerusalem. His mother's name was Jehoaddan, from Jerusalem. He did what was right in the Lord's sight, though not wholeheartedly. When he had the kingdom firmly in hand, he struck down the officials who had struck down the king, his father. But their children he did not put to death, for he acted according to what is written in the law, in the book of Moses, which the Lord commanded, Parents shall not be put to death for their children, nor shall children be put to death for their parents, they shall each die for their own sin. Amaziah gathered Judah and placed them, out of all Judah and Benjamin according to their ancestral houses, under leaders of thousands and of hundreds. When he made account of those 20 years old and over, he found that there were 300,000 picked men fit for war, capable of handling lance and shield. He also hired 100,000 valiant warriors from Israel for 100 talents of silver. But a man of God came to him and said, O king, let not the army of Israel go with you, for the Lord is not with Israel with any Ephraimite. Instead, go on your own, strongly prepared for the battle. Why should the Lord hinder you in the face of the enemy, for with God is power to help or to hinder. Amaziah answered the man of God, But what is to be done about the 100 talents that I paid for the troops of Israel? The man of God replied, The Lord can give you much more than that. Amaziah then disbanded the troops that had come to him from Ephraim, and sent them home. But they became furiously angry with Judah, and returned home blazing with anger. Amaziah now assumed command of his army. They proceeded to the valley of Salt, where they killed 10,000 men of Seir. The Judahites also brought back another 10,000 alive, led them to the summit of Selah, and then threw them down from that rock so that their bodies split open. Meanwhile, the troops Amaziah had dismissed from going into battle with him raided the cities of Judah from Samaria to Beth-horon. They struck down 3,000 of the inhabitants and carried off much plunder. Amaziah's apostasy. When Amaziah returned from his conquest of the Edomites, he brought back with him the gods of the people of Seir. He set these up as his own gods, he bowed down before them and offered sacrifice to them. Then the anger of the Lord blazed out against Amaziah, and he sent a prophet to him who said, Why have you sought this people's gods that could not deliver their own people from your power? While he was still speaking, however, the king said to him, Have you been appointed the king's counselor? Stop. Why should you have to be killed? Therefore the prophet stopped. But he said, I know that God's counsel is your destruction, for by doing this you have refused to listen to my counsel. Amaziah punished. Having taken counsel, Amaziah, king of Judah, sent word to Joash, son of Jehoahaz, son of Jehu, the king of Israel, saying, Come, let us meet face to face. Joash, king of Israel, sent this reply to Amaziah, king of Judah, A thistle of Lebanon sent word to a cedar of Lebanon, Give your daughter to my son in marriage, but an animal of Lebanon passed by and trampled the thistle underfoot. You are thinking, See, I have struck down Edom. Your heart is lifted up, and glories in it. Stay home. Why bring misfortune and failure on yourself and on Judah with you? But Amaziah did not listen, for it was God's doing that they be handed over because they sought the gods of Edom. So Joash, king of Israel, advanced, and he and Amaziah, king of Judah, met face to face at Beth-shemesh of Judah. And Judah was defeated by Israel, and all fled to their tents. But Amaziah, king of Judah, son of Joash, son of Jehoahaz, was captured by Joash, king of Israel, at Beth-shemesh. Joash brought him to Jerusalem and tore down the wall of Jerusalem from the gate of Ephraim to the corner gate, 400 cubits. He took all the gold and silver and all the vessels found in the house of God with Obed-Edom, and in the treasuries of the king's house, and hostages as well. Then he returned to Samaria. Amaziah, son of Joash, king of Judah, survived Joash, son of Jehoahaz, king of Israel, by 15 years. The rest of the acts of Amaziah, first and last, are recorded in the book of the kings of Judah and Israel. Now from the time that Amaziah turned away from the Lord, a conspiracy was formed against him in Jerusalem, and he fled to Lachish. But he was pursued to Lachish and killed there. He was brought back on horses and was buried with his ancestors in the city of Judah.